Hi and welcome to the 5-Minute Business Boost, where you get to choose your 5-minute investment. It could be topics under the headings, business development, marketing or photography, or even a mix of all three. There'll be discussions, reviews, how-tos, tips and tricks, and so much more, depending on how I, your host, Sam Hicks, is feeling. So possums, listen up and here we go. Hi, Sam Hicks here, and today's subject or topic is mentoring, and I've got a bit of a personal story, so it's a long one today. I do apologise. At the age of 15, my boyfriend was the son of a local business couple. His mother took me under her wing and showed me the joy of teaching. By the time I was 16, I was teaching 5 nights per week ceramic classes. It was strange to see a strong, independent woman supported by a husband in business. It was the 1980s, and it just wasn't the done thing. Her encouragement of me was phenomenal, and each evening as we packed up from class, we discussed what worked and what did not work in teaching my group of 8 beginners, all with diverse backgrounds and requiring a variety of learning and teaching strategies to ensure that their works achieved their goals. When I discussed starting my own business with her and her husband, Ivan, they were extremely encouraging. From the moment I mentioned it, Bonnie increased the difficulty of the lessons, requiring me to teach more advanced students and enrolling me in weekend seminars to learn new techniques. Her only condition with the weekend seminars was that I expand my mind and teach others without fear of imparting too much information. I was to test the limits and determine why some techniques would be more effective than others. She forced me to read magazines, homework from high school or ceramic magazines freshly imported from the States. Can you guess which ones I read first? And I was to demonstrate what I had learned from the weekend seminars, resulting in increased product sales and inventory. One clever lady. In a short time, I was able to total each student's bill at the end of the night and had to learn how to operate the electronic cash register. She encouraged me to resolve any discrepancies and organise the funds for banking on my own. She would frequently accompany me to the bank and stand behind me as I deposited the funds. This occurred in the late 1980s when money was abundant. I will spare you the details, but I thought I was an adult, all grown up, because I did banking. Later, when I opened my own micro business at the age of 19, they had begun the process of retiring, selling off all their items, clearing stock, kilns, moulds, colour, But they still made the effort to stop by and check up on me. For several years after that, all gifts were business orientated for birthdays and Christmas. The most amusing was a large calculator with buttons, as she knew that adding numbers was a weakness. My first business was in a very small space. It was actually a garage and a bedroom in the back of a unit, and that became my studio and my workspace. Whereas their business previously had been in a 2-storey shop with 3,000 square foot of space. It was like being in a toilet compared to an oval. However, I was encouraged constantly by them, small mushrooms growing to large ones. When they visited, my father-in-law would often disappear and be discovered loading a kiln or 2, playing with my clay for casting in the garage. She would look over my books and ask how everything was going, never judging, just chatting with me about ways to increase student spending, how to work faster to achieve a profit, and the value of good customer service. She said, "Always remember, you have to pay your bills." In the past, the term mentor was uncommon. I'd never heard of it up until that stage. Bonnie, however, was my first mentor and an extraordinary businesswoman. She was open, compassionate, inclusive, damn feisty, determined and hard-working. Family and work came before all else. Humour and a caring attitude were important components of their business offering, as was good quality customer service. Even after I ended the relationship with their son, many, many years later, they remained part of my life. Later, when my father-in-law passed away, Bonnie would contact me to inquire about my travels, how business was going, how life in general was going, as I did with her. Each year we would celebrate our birthdays together and joke about how business is not for the faint of heart. In 2020, the micro-business industry lost a quite unassuming legend in heels, and I lost a mentor. In a sense, I love what I do, the mentoring, because of her legacy, encouragement and sage counsel over the years. Never be afraid to listen to and encourage a younger business person with your life and business experiences and the lessons that you've learned, the good, the bad and the ugly. It's invaluable and it will be appropriately valued. My only regret, in hindsight, is that I never told Bonnie how important it all was later in life to me and how she had had such an impact on my professional and business life. But being a woman who was intuitive and ahead of her time, I think she knew. So that is my personal mentoring experience. Therefore, I can attest to the value of mentoring. I've been part of the Digital Solutions Program for 4 years now, and I've had the privilege of working with 49 other incredible mentors across Victoria who, like me, work with businesses in 1 or 2 hour sessions covering all aspects of digital business. For me, being a mentor is much more than a willingness to share your skills, your knowledge and expertise. But for our businesses who join the program, it means having someone in your corner to guide you, listen to your ideas and provide valuable one-on-one feedback in a confidential, non-judgmental setting. Inspiration and support is what every business needs, depending how their business journey is going and where they are in that journey. I highly recommend the Digital Solutions Program. It's so worthwhile. And yes, I know I'm a little biased. But for $44, eligible Victorian small businesses can join the program and access up to 3 hours of professional business mentoring, as well as their workshops, their webinars and online courses. And it covers everything digital. So selling online, social media, digital marketing, small business software, online security and data privacy. Those components that are vital to businesses these days. For me, I think what gets me excited about the program is that it's those options as the one-on-one mentoring, which is tailored to business owners' needs, the weekly live workshops run by an expert facilitator, and there's over 21 short courses to choose from, and you can take it at your own pace. Best part, I think, is the access to the library of over 100 webinar recordings when you're able to. You know, you can listen to them when you're ready, walking the dog or you've got to travel somewhere in the car. In the sessions, we build a digital action plan. So this is the one-on-one mentoring. This is a great tool because it covers everything from SEO, websites, selling online, social media, digital marketing, small business software, online security and data privacy and so much more. Overall, any aspect of the program gives you, the business owner, the opportunity to improve your online business activities. The program has received such great feedback, and this is echoed with testimonials from businesses who've accessed the service. Each session, there is a feedback form. I don't actually get to see that feedback form, but I can speak to you about what people who have attended my sessions say at the end of those sessions. Things like, "Oh, wow, Sam, this is great." Or, "Thank you so much for your time, Sam. I really appreciate it. I'm so inspired." And, "When can we meet again so I can update you on the outcomes?" "Oh, Sam, my brain was a jumbled mess and now it's sorted out in the plan and it's all written out and I can just take it away." So you do end up with something tangible in your hand that you can take away. The mentoring program has been a two-way street for me. By actively listening to clients, I have learned so much by their successes and their enthusiasm, and by working through their ideas, working on how they'll achieve their goals with an achievable set of objectives and really easy timelines. So, businesses, small businesses, if you're listening in, seek out the program online if you haven't already at courses.melbourneinnovation.com.au. Remembering you have to have an ABN, you have to be operating your business in Victoria, and you must have less than 20 employees to be eligible. It's really a no-brainer. Well, that's it until next time. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe, follow, share, get in contact even to suggest topics for discussion. And remember, in business, anything is possible, especially in the gorgeous northeast of Victoria. Until next time, cheerio.